Good morning, everyone. We are from Group D as 1/1, and today we are going to present on supply chain risk management of United Parcel Service or UPS. UPS was founded in 1907 in Seattle and has evolved from a small messenger service into one of the world's largest logistic companies. With its headquarters located in Atlanta, Georgia, the company operates under the philosophy of customer first, people lead, and innovation driven, which reflects its focus on service quality, employee development, and continuous improvement. As shown on the slide, UPS employs around 490,000 people and operate in more than 200 countries and territories, managing about 22.4 million packages daily, require a highly coordinated global operation, which also contribute to its strong revenue performance of 91.1 billion US dollar. In terms of operation, UPS rely on integrated air and land transportation system and conduct its business through three main segments. There was the US domestic package segment, the international package segment, and the supply chain solution segment. This segment allow UPS to provide end-to-end logistics service efficiently and reliability worldwide. Next, I will explain the industry background and the objective of this report. The logistics industry is changing rapidly due to the strong growth of e-commerce, increased use of digital technology, and higher customer expectation for faster and more reliable deliveries. However, this development also creates challenges. As shown on the slide, logistics companies face fuel price volatility, workforce shortage, and frequent global or natural disruption, which increase operational uncertainty and risk. Because UPS operates a large and highly interconnected global supply chain, it is exposed to these risks. Therefore, the objective of this report are to analyze UPS supply chain risk, evaluate its current risk mitigation strategies, and propose recommendations to enhance supply chain resilience and support business continuity.
So my name is Lu Jin. Now I'm going to talk about UPS supply chain mapping. So since the UPS is the logistics service provider, supply chain mapping approach is different from the manufacturer supply chain mapping approach. In creating this UPS supply chain mappings, there are three main phases within the supply chain mappings. So first phase is the input. The input of the UPS supply chain mapping refers to the resource and the strategy assets, which are the infrastructure of the UPS to generate the capacity. Second phase is the process. This is the manufacturing stage of service. UPS transforms the unsorted package considered as a raw materials into the sorted and routed package considered as a finished goods through the hub and spoke system. So last phase is the output. The output of the UPS is not just delivery the hub, it delivery package on time, but it's the time-defined reliability. So according to this figure, we can see that the supply chain mapping approach of UPS is supplier, production hub, logistic routes, and the market. So first we talk about the supplier. One of the most critical categories in UPS supplier is the aviation and the vehicle freights. So the UPS airline operates an all-jet fleet of approximately 291 ATIS aircraft, and these ATIS aircraft serve as the backbone of long-haul global transport. So for the ground operations, UPS rely on the huge network of vehicle suppliers to maintain its delivery fleets. So it's increasingly integrate with the electric vehicle technology and the smart package vehicle that equip the RFID in order to enhance the tracking precision and the visibility. So second critical supply category is the energy. So if we only look at the UPS energy supplier in Europe, this company source fuel from the major fuel providers such as Shell, BP, and the Total Energies for the air network power. So besides that, the technology supply also play a significant role in the brand of UPS supply chains. So in order to provide the effective and efficient power to systems such as the network planning tools, UPS have invested heavily in automations and AI suppliers. So moreover, UPS also rely heavily on telecommunication technology and the information technology hardware supplier to run the system like on-road integrate optimization and navigation, or we call it Orient, and the UPS supply chain simply. So second, we are going to talk about the UPS production hub. So for logistics company, the value are created in the phase of sorting. These hubs are massively highly automated industrial that integrate with the function like factories, but this hub assemble the roads instead of assembling the finished goods. So in the model of UPS, the package are consolidated, sorted, and routed in the sorting hubs. The heart of this system is the Worldport, which located in Roseville, Kentucky. So beyond the US, UPS network also relies on the regional production hub to manage the international flow. So its primary European hubs is located at Kronenbourg Airport, or we call it CGEN, at Germany. So this European hub is the largest facility of UPS outside of the US. So for the Asia Pacific regions, the UPS operations are ensured by hubs in Pudong, Shanghai, and XJX Shenzhen. These hubs handle intra-Asia volumes and export to the US, especially XJX Shenzhen. So the third is the UPS logistic routes. The UPS logistics routing having the defined characteristic, which is the hub and spoke model. In this model, UPS will consolidate the shipments at the central nodes, which considered as the hub, before distribute the shipments to the final destinations, which is considered as the spoke. This structure reduces the quantity of the needed routes and maximize the utilization of aircraft. So lastly, we're talking about the UPS market. The UPS market, UPS segmented by the industry rather than the segments by geography. So hence, UPS will customize its product, or we call it deliveries, based on the customer sectors. So nowadays, people are more taking care about their health. This trend makes the healthcare and life science sectors experience a rapidly growing and gain high priorities. So UPS provide the professional cold chain logistics service to the pharmaceuticals company, biopharmas, and the medical device manufacturer through the UPS healthcare divisions. So besides the healthcare and life science market, the second major market segment is the retail and e-commerce. The growing of this market segment is driven by the shift towards direct-to-customer shipping. So in this market, the main requirement are the speed and the visibilities. So UPS supports these high-volume sectors by providing the service like UPS e-fulfillment and UPS My Choice. So UPS e-fulfillment integrated the warehousing and the shipping for online retailers. So for service of UPS My Choice, it allows the customer to reload the package to the access point such as the convenience store if the customer is not home. So last but not least, the industrial and the manufacturing, or we call it B2B market, rely on the UPS for the movement of high-tech components, automotive parts, and the aerospace equipment. So especially it's on the trade lanes between China and the West. So UPS integrates the API into the customer's enterprise resource planning, or we call it ERP, systems such as SAP and Oracle. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Good morning, madam and my fellow friends. Today I will discuss the key supply chain risk faced by UPS, which is one of the world's largest logistic and delivery company. Due to its global operation and heavy reliance on transportation network, UPS is exposed to multiple risks that can affect its operational efficiency, financial performance, and long-term competitiveness. Firstly, UPS faces significant risk, which is operational risk. The company depends on large workforce, including drivers and warehouse staffs. Labor shortage, strikes, or higher turnover, especially during peak seasons, can lead to delivery delay and reduce its efficiency. UPS also manage millions of delivery using air, land, and sea transport, which increase operational complexity and dependency on advanced IT system. In terms of financial risk also, UPS is affected by rising of fuel prices, labor costs, and infrastructure maintenance expenses. Economic downturns or reduced e-commerce demand can lower parcel volumes, which is directly impact the revenue. Additionally, over-reliance on large corporate and e-commerce clients increase financial vulnerability if major contracts are lost. Let's move to strategical and geopolitical risk. Next, UPS faces strong strategic and competitive risk. It competes with major players like FedEx, DHL, and Amazon Logistics. Rapid technological advancements such as drones and autonomous delivery vehicles may threaten UPS traditional delivery model, which if innovation adoption is slow compared to the competing businesses or companies. UPS also faces geopolitical and regulatory risk. Changes in trade policies, customs regulation, or political tension can delay shipment and increase cost. Environmental regulation further pressure UPS to reduce emission, and the failure to comply could lead to fines or reputational damage to the UPS company. From a sustainable perspective also, UPS's large vehicle fleet contribute to greenhouse gas emission. There is growing pressure from governments and consumers to invest in greener logistic solution for future. Extreme weather events like floods, hurricanes can damage infrastructure and disrupt delivery schedule. Finally, external shocks such as pandemic, natural disasters, or cyber attack pose serious threats. Is one of the serious threats. COVID-19 highlights how workforce shortage and transportation disruption can impact global logistic performance.
Next, I will present risk response. Firstly, operational risk. Labor sabotage and strikes can delay deliveries. UPS addresses this by hiring flexible staff and offering employee retention incentive. Complex hub and transport routes may cause errors so that UPS improve hub communication and optimize delivery routes. UPS also depends heavily on IT system, so it strengthens IT infrastructure, uses backup system and enhance cyber security. These actions reduce delays, maintain customer satisfaction, protect reputation and support sustainability. Next is financial risk. Rising costs from fuel, labor and maintenance can affect profit. UPS manages these through fuel hedging, efficient fleet management and alternative energy use. Economic downturns can reduce parcel volumes, so UPS diversifies its client and improve demand forecasting. Relying on major client is risky, so that UPS secure contract with multiple customers and SMEs. These strategies stabilize costs, maintain delivery reliability, and ensure long-term sustainability. Moving on to strategic and competitive risk. Competition from DHL and Amazon can reduce market share. UPS responds by investing in technology and improving last mile delivery. New technologies such as drone may disrupt delivery, so UPS pilots new technology and collaborate with partners. Over-reliance on parcel delivery is reduced by expanding into freight, healthcare, and e-fulfillment services. These actions improve efficiency, delivery speed, customer satisfaction, and competitiveness. Next are geopolitical and regulatory risk. Changes in trade policies and political instability can disrupt operation. UPS prepare alternative routes and maintain compliance teams. Environmental regulations require emission reduction, so UPS uses green fleets and sustainable packaging. Political instability can interrupt logistics, so UPS diversifies suppliers and prepare crisis plan. These ensure timely deliveries, avoid penalties, protect reputation, and maintain resilience. Now, sustainability and environmental risk. High emission and stakeholder pressure require ethical practices. UPS uses alternative fuel vehicle and green initiative. Extreme weather can disrupt operation, so UPS reinforce infrastructure and prepare emergency plan. These actions maintain timely delivery, improve customer satisfaction, strengthen reputation, and support long-term sustainability. Lastly, hazard and external shock risk. Pandemics require safety protocol and flexible capacity. Natural disaster require backup hubs and emergency plans. Cyber attack requires strong cyber security and staff training. These measures ensure uninterrupted service, maintain trust, protect reputation, and support resilience. In conclusion, UPS uses proactive risk response to reduce disruption, ensure reliable deliveries, protect its reputation, and support long-term sustainability. This comprehensive approach strengthens UPS position as a reliable global logistic provider. That's all from me. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. From this slide, I will explain the strengths and weaknesses of UPS existing strategy. First, UPS has several strong advantages that support a global supply chain. The company operates a very wide delivery network covering more than 220 countries, allowing it to deliver to both urban and remote areas. UPS also owns a large air and ground fleet, which help it handle different types of shipments such as parcels, freight, and healthcare supplies. In addition, UPS is well known for its reliable and on-time delivery, which builds strong customer trust. The company also uses advanced technology like real-time tracking, orient route optimization, and automated sorting system to improve efficiency. Furthermore, UPS invests in sustainability through electric vehicle and cleaner fuels. However, UPS also has some weaknesses. The company relies heavily on parcel delivery, so any drop in parcel volume can affect its revenue. UPS also faces high operating costs, especially due to fuel price fluctuations. There is strong competition from companies like FedEx, Amazon Logistics, and USPS. Lastly, in unionized workforce may lead to labor disputes, which can disrupt operations. Moving on the second slide, I will discuss the resilience plan and lessons learned. To improve resilience, UPS should focus on both preventive and response actions. Preventive actions include regular inspection, preventive maintenance, and the expansion of UPS proactive response with 24-hour AI monitoring. Using predictive analytics and sensors can help detect problems early before they cause major disruptions. In terms of response actions, UPS should activate rapid response team with issue occur, reroute shipments through alternative hub, and work with partner carriers to reduce delay. From this case study, several lessons can be learned. Supply chain mapping help identify weak points early. Technology plays a key role in ensuring efficiency and visibility in global logistics. Supply chain risks are interconnected, so they must be managed together. Combining proactive and reactive strategies reduce recovery time. Finally, sustainability investment helps UPS achieve long-term resilience and business continuity. Thank you.
Based on the risk and analysis that we have discussed, I will now move on to the conclusion of our presentation. Overall, UPS operates in a complex global supply chain environment and is exposed to multiple interrelated risks, including operational disruption, financial uncertainty, strategic competition, geopolitical instability, sustainability pressure, and unexpected events. If these risks are not managed properly, they may affect delivery performance, operating costs, customer satisfaction, and the company reputation. Our analysis show that UPS has already taken several actions to manage these risks, such as adopting advanced technology, using diversified transportation mode, and implementing sustainability initiatives. However, increasing global uncertainty and climate-related disruption indicate that continuous improvement in risk management is still necessary. Therefore, the key recommendation focus on improving workforce planning and retention, strengthening IT resilience, diversifying service offerings such as healthcare logistics and e-fulfillment, investing more in green logistics like electric vehicle, and enhancing contingency planning. In conclusion, effective risk management enable UPS to remain operational, competitive in the long term, and able to maintain customer trust. That's all from us. Thank you.